think if I was to put a favorite on the table here, Jam, it would have to be our reigning champions of KSM. I don't think anyone is going to disagree with me, right? But mYinsanity, they've had to fight to this point. They've earned it just as much.
Yeah, it would be just a solid bet to put it all on Kill and Squixel. Squixel, by the way, I've seen him elsewhere in the Rocket League scene. Was really happy to see his face. Not with Mino or Kill. He is putting out his own work, so it's great to see some of the best of Swiss seed also participating across Europe as well. First time we're seeing KSM today as well, and we just had the confirmation that the group stage for KSM also went 3-0 and 3-0. So for now, it's either go perfect or go home, I suppose, for KSM. Although I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy with any old win in here. 24 points for their total point count if they take this game as well.
Yeah, KSM have not dropped a single game today. That is very, very impressive. mYinsanity on the opposite end have had a couple of games dropped here and there. I mean, we just saw the 2 games dropped against Team Solid, but that is fair. Team Solid were a mighty force. Look at this, mYinsanity being able to put on a fair bit of damage. So we are coming up to a minute and a half into the game. No goals just yet, but that's not for a lack of trying there from Squixel.
As a reminder, the roster of KSM isn't just unbeaten today. They have been unbeaten throughout the whole of season number 8 of TCS eSports League with Opal. 9-0. One of the rare cases that the team has gone perfect, harking back to the Edelweiss Servet Geneva eSports days. I believe there were 2 perfect seasons for Servet Geneva, the beginning ones. And then, of course, the side of Sparks have gone without losses throughout the playoffs as well. And they're proving with their gameplay that they are here to play even. And after the summer break has ended, we're now into fall. They still have the same all qualities. Squixel, Kill, and Mino.
They want you to think you're living in the era of KSM, and well, they've got to back it up with some proof, with some evidence. They did it back in Season 8. Now in Season 9, they've got to do it all again, and that is an opening goal to back it up for them. Kiva, though, trying to sneak through a shot. Kill trying to dislodge it, but Squixel to run it on out. To Kenzo, admittedly, Mino does get a clearance, and Melox can only put that to the midfield line. Buy a bit of time for his teammates to get back into defense.
Oh, so deadly, the Spaniard was throughout the previous season. But the same thing can be said about every single player on that KSM roster. There is not a weak link on that team that would be dragging them down. Everybody is incredibly capable. And I do believe Mino has been taught as one of the best, if not the best, Swiss players as well. There's a lot of plaudits going his way from everybody in the scene as we've been having interviews with the winners of series throughout season number 8. And from time to time, it's easy to see why they're saying that.
Kill. Now on the wing, that's a pass back to themselves. Going for another touch. Drops it in front of net, but Melox to get the save. Puts it away quite nicely as well to the corner to a bit of safety. Kenzo keeping it low to open space. Looking to follow it on through. The pass out for Kiva. Looking to send it whole way to net. Go for the second touch, but it's just not on target. It was a beautiful setup, but run the entire way down the pitch. But it was the last hurdle which they tripped over, Jam.
I'm pretty sure Kill couldn't have done anything with it either. He bailed out of the play pretty early, but that angle was incredibly tough. Now looking for something else. Squixel just collects it calmly in the corner. Passes coming in from KSM. Mino, Kill, Mino. Or the other way around. In the end, it's Mino, and still with Kill in tow, that ends up this play. So look at it again. Kill, Mino, Kill. And all the while, Melox and the rest of mYinsanity are just head on a swivel, trying to figure out where the ball is going. Playing a chasing game, they lose that. 2-0 for KSM.
Oh, just bish bash bosh, basically. The passing plays were spectacular. That finishing touch, pinpoint to the top left corner. What more could you ask for? And realistically, KSM now leading 2-0 in the game. What more could they ask for?
Just continue this domination. They don't necessarily need the goals. What they need is control over the play, control over the field. If they can just keep the ball on the blue side where mYinsanity are situated, cannot bring the ball to KSM, then you can do nothing. Milox expecting a touch from KSM. KSM expecting a touch from Milox. In the end, the ball just stays in the same spot. Kenzo, how many resets does he have? Enough for Kiever to convert this into a goal.
I was going to say, the chances have been there for mYinsanity. Now, after that, 9 shots total, Jam. That's finally a goal put up on the board. 28 seconds. They could tie this up, but it's not going to be easy, buddy.
Oh, versus X-Sparks? No, not at all. Kiever, takes him a while, and by the time he finally gets a hold of the ball, Mino is right on top of him, saying, buddy, where are you going with this one? Can I handle for you? Yeah, even I cannot handle the way with which Mino has taken the ball away from mYinsanity. 10 seconds. The counter is ringing in everybody's ears, and the ball is on the wrong side of the field for mYinsanity to do anything with it. And one more for the road. 3-1 to end this game number 1. KSM looking... Again, it's hard to find a fault in their play. We also know that mYinsanity have found the net, and most importantly, have found the shot. So often you see a team like a KSM just shutting down their opposition completely. But to mYinsanity's name and mYinsanity's credit, there's been 9 shots, which means that Kiever and Kenzo, especially Kenzo, one of the most dangerous players in that roster, have been routinely finding attempts, and they can convert him in the next game.
Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as to call KSM perfect, but they're clean. They're very precise and have got such a solid gameplay style. mYinsanity have found opportunities, but it just comes down to converting them. And knowing that a lot of those opportunities, as we can see there, 9 shots put on target, realistically, only 3 of those were good enough opportunities to turn into a goal. And out of those 3, only 1 did turn into a goal. So it's just the fine margins here, in KSM naturally through astonishing 12 shots put on are able to convert 3. It's all just playing the numbers right now, Jam, and KSM are just making good on those opportunities and converting more likely opportunities.
Playing clean is the way I would put it as well. It also feels that Kill, Swixel, and Mino are a step ahead of their opposition when it comes to the pace of the play. Something they've seen earlier today when Miss eSports were behind their opposition in the very first match of the day. That was AOPIC Zamax. And for mYinsanity, there's no way that KSM are going to start playing slower. Or what mYinsanity can do is react more to the passing plays that KSM are building their attacks on. You need to be careful. A bit of a bump or a little bit of a... Squixel doesn't as much demo the opposing players as he bulldozes him out of the net as the first bump doesn't work out. But he is not fussed any old way. He's not playing Mino. Kill. They're just creating those little plays out of nowhere, but the pace right here just too slow for KSM to effectively utilize.
Kill on the ball, past 1, looking to run it the whole distance, does get the demo onto Kenzo with Mino picking it up, back towards Kill, the shot on target, but Kenzo does spawn back on in, turn towards net, and get the save in time.
4 attempts, Kill, Mino. Trying to figure it out amongst the... Ooh, Squixel. Quite risky if that goes past him. I wonder if he had enough time to return back into the net. And with Kill, screwing himself past that ball. He cannot get nothing, neither can mYinsanity. Pinch from Mino does not work out as there's Kenzo in his face. The cleanliness of the play has gotten out of the window. Both of the teams are struggling to just take a hold of the ball for prolonged periods of time. Touches are haphazard. So by this point, is whoever can profit from this chaos, whoever is better at improvising from these scuffed plays that are currently... Oh! It seems like Mino was almost the player to do it. What a pinch off the ground.
Such a close game too so far. Kenzo, though, with a golden opportunity. We said it in that last game, Jam. They just had to make good on the chances that arose. And, well, that's an open net.
For KSM, and I suppose by extension mYinsanity as well, they need to use this kickoff as means to just reset themselves, because the play has been just not falling into anybody's hands. You cannot rely on being chaotic. Neither of the teams can. Even mYinsanity got a goal. And Squixel finishes up a perfect passing play by KSM. It all starts from the flank as Kenzo gets dispossessed. Kill takes it away. Or rather, Kill takes it away to Mino and Squixel. If there's anything you can really bet on, is that KSM would love to use all three of their players to really keep mYinsanity on their toes.
Okay. Well, things tied up and very swiftly. What a response that was. And oh, the fake. Going for the second touch, but it is saved by Kiva. Beautifully done. Kenzo the running away. Now Kiva, charge. But look at this. Kill's got his number. Gets the demo as well. Clearance coming through from Mino. The whole distance off the pitch. Squixel's already coming off the ceiling, but no. Melox gets there first. Two teams so well matched with one another. You've got the first generation of Swiss Rocket League here going up against the third generation, and it is so even. But the old dogs, well, they have learned a trick or two, haven't they?
Melox collects it on the flank, and really just to tease the fans and everybody on the field a little bit more, hits every single possible piece of woodwork that it could. Still in the net. That's just off. A second chance of mYinsanity in this game, and Kill is immediately up front. So whoever was on the line already looking for demos. Yep, it might have been Mino, Melox removing Mino, but... Or sorry, the other way around, because Mino is currently on the field. That was actually incredibly important for that demolition. KSM, do not take any extra time. Immediately bringing on up. That's a tag game.
I want to know what mYinsanity have done in the off-season, because they are looking so much stronger than the last, and it's a credit to themselves to be able to pull themselves up to this level, because we know how scary their opposition is here. KSM, like we said, the perfect season back in Season 8. To take a game of KSM now would be doing something no one else has done in 6 months at the very least, probably closing in towards 9. But they could also take this series that is still open to them, but it's gonna be hard.
Oh, honestly, teetering on the impossible bacon with the way KSM have played. If mYinsanity have grinded in the off-season, KSM have done the same, or miraculously they have not lost even an ounce of their talent. We've seen so prominently on display last season. Just from any all angle, there's threat just oozing out of every single player of KSM. Every single shot needs to be considered as threatening, and mYinsanity just cannot take even a breather to I don't know, to do anything. KSM is
I want
right
to
there,
give KSM credit though, and like give the full explanation for peeps at home. KSM, this is their roster for the Swiss national scene. But elsewhere, they do play with others. They do play with different people. So they're probably not grinded out as this formation that much. They will play ranked with each other because they are friends. But that's not their priority when it comes to, you know, RLCS, Rocket League and all of that. But when it comes down to TCS, they still want to be the best in the region. And they do put their full force behind it. They know this is as much about the money, as much about the pride, as anything else in the scene.
You would love to be on the top of the Swiss scene. That's exactly what Kilmino and Squixel demonstrating right here. 1 game in tow, looking to increase that to 2 with a win. Heaver tries to spoil it from the side of KSM. That goes wayside. Squixel collects it even before the ball comes in the vicinity of the net. And mYinsanity are dragged across the field, left, right. Team bump. Somehow saved, but Squixel immediately looks for his teammate. Kill plays it slow. Kill plays it underneath Kenzo. Kill finishes up a beautiful team play from KSM.
I think that is going to put game 2 to rest, but the whole series still open. A full reverse sweep will be needed from mYinsanity, but your reigning champions, that Sparks eSports side, kick off the first qualifier so strong, undefeated so far today, and they want to keep that streak alive. It's not going to be easy. So we head into game number 3. Game 2 is going to be sealed 4-2. And well, KSM are having to show their worth, why they are the best squad in Switzerland.
putting out respectable numbers, and the show on the field is right there in front of everybody's eyes on display. Sometimes we don't even have to say anything. It's just the beauty of the gameplay speaks for itself. And again, the corner stores for KSM are right there. Team that has stuck together for long enough. Teamwork. They're always looking for one another on the field. And even when it's not a team play, individually, each one of these players have enough power to outwit the opponent's roster. So for mYinsanity, they're up against pretty much all of the Infinity Stones, or the whole, not Team Universe. With our powers combined, yada yada yada.
I didn't get that reference. Let's go. Game 3 underway. I'm hyped for this one, and that will keep us on track. That'll keep us going as well. I guess we look towards mYinsanity to topple do what no other team has done for, as I said earlier, 9 months. Take down KSM. It's got to be done in reverse sweep fashion. They are up to the task, but can they pull it off? They got to take them down 3 times in a row, which is, well, just doing that once is something no other team has been able to do today so far. mYinsanity to Kiva, launched it towards that midfield, but Mino's got that lockdown, padlock included, and only they have the key.
Kill.
Over towards Kill, that's beautifully put in the center, but that is an attack stopped.
That is an attack paused, perhaps because Kill is still right there. Collects it. Mino! You were supposed to put it in the net, not out of it. Oh, he still sticks in front of him and tries to put at least something. But KSM seemingly have decided to make mYinsanity's penalty box their own. They haven't left that for a solid minute. Finally, there's a bit of a breathing room, but it's only for KSM to collect the boost, return back in again. Oh, they're already running out of the players. Squixel monitoring, waiting. Just goes his way. Oh, he does. KSM, basically they can want to finish it up, not in just 3 games, they want to finish it up in the first 2 minutes.
I mean, if you can do it, why not, right? But I don't think it's going to be that easy, KSM. Brilliant launch downfield. Kenzo to receive, but Squixel gets back into defense so quickly. Such a quick read of the game. And Squixel is like the kingpin of this squad. Sure, you're going to be looking to kill Mino for those mechanical abilities, and Squixel can pull off those mechanical abilities, but it's the read of the game which is the true strength of Squixel.
This, the sight of no feel like knowing exactly where to be or where the ball is going to be any upcoming moment is tremendous. It helps you out so much with your defense, your offense, and all around, just with supporting your teammates as well. Squixel is definitely one of the best in the scene. Back on the field, Kenzo and Kiever, even with their powers combined, that's, by the way, it's Captain Planet. With their powers combined, they cannot stop KSM from moving on forward. The Frenchman on individual dribble. That's exactly what they're going to be looking for. With a demo opening up the net, mYinsanity are first on board in this game number 3. And we have barely reached the midpoint of the game.
What an opener. A dearly needed one there. mYinsanity. Hope is dim. You know, the light at the end tunnel.
Oh, no.
We know it after 2 in a row. But it's still there. They're still in this fight. They know they can take the win. They just gotta show it to all of us.
Milux O'Keever on the top. Would have been a beautiful redirect off the backboard. Could not find it. So far, mYinsanity off the kickoff are quite telling. They are forcing KSM to make mistakes. The only problem is mYinsanity is not always able to utilize those mistakes and find a goal. Find himself on the yellow side of the field and making pushes, making pressure. 2 players. Kiever returning. Milux already passed the ball. So they need to find some other avenues of clearing that out. And those touches aren't really working. The ball should be collected by Kill. Oh, no, all the way past. He's going to get the boost. Because Kenzo, as fast as he was to the ball, that pinch sends the ball all the way out of mYinsanity's control.
But the pinch actually kind of worked because they didn't have anyone there to receive. So it just kept the possession away from KSM for enough time. Right. Sure, they don't come out with a win, you know, no goal. The ball's down in the blue half and now, but that's not all doom and gloom. They just have to regain it.
Well, regain that they have. Kiever. I don't know where Milox was waiting. Do they have an angle? If one player overtakes the other and all of a sudden mYinsanity just don't have anybody to make a touch on the ball that was played off the backboard, this is dangerous. Oh, this is panic. Kenzo, Kiever, Mino on the ground, our KSM. They have a much better position to just crash on that net, and yet somehow mYinsanity still survives. And a whiff! Squixel and Mina cannot connect with the ball. mYinsanity up by 2.
You've got to remember, even giants fall. Even those that might seem perfect do make mistakes. KSM right here could be looking at a big mistake, something they haven't done all day. Drop a game. 40 seconds, they've got to find 2 goals to just tie this up. But I think mYinsanity right now have got the confidence they need to turn this series around.
Kill is going to receive that ball. No options for him. He was looking for some of his teammates, but in the end, after all of that, he still kept the ball on the flank. But by the time he got to the left, there was no avenues for him to utilize. Ball dropped down. Ooh. Nobody really gets a control of it, and Squixel off the flank gets a quick run. A bomb in the net. 13 seconds to go to find a tying goal for KSM. It's the first one. Watch this kickoff intently.
Why will Jam? Because the issue is that KSM could do it right now. If any team is going to pull it off with a 13-second goal, it would be KSM, trying to make life even more difficult. Kiba throwing it towards that orange net, but the ball is high in the sky. It is in front of that orange net, but kill with a clearance found by Squixel, launching it towards Mino. Good interception from Kiva, but kill is going to keep this alive. Over towards Squixel, it's high in the sky. Kiva to go out, intercepted, does get a block. Anyone down below? Yes, kill is there. But Milox with a clearance actually picked up a Mino. This is inhuman! Right now, Mino with a run as well. Popped in the sky by Squixel. Kiva looking to get it to ground. Squixel there will still keep it up. This is ludicrous. No. And Mino is put back up in the sky. Kill off towards Mino. Launched towards a little bit too far, unfortunately, but mYinsanity will stop the terror that is KSM, but they've got to do it 2 more times.
Oh, easier said than done. Honestly, the hardest thing that they could possibly do throughout this qualifier, mYinsanity. The first qualifying cup, but they did it. Even after KSM just did this, anybody to take time? This was 30 seconds of roughly of keeping the ball up. Every single time you thought, already, it's out. Hill popped the ball at the very beginning. He continued keeping it up. Somehow KSM kept on finding their players on the ground, and it's incredibly tough in this situation to both play, find boost across the field, also have the positioning to keep the ball alive. And yet, it felt like it was their second nature, and you would think, yeah, by the end of that keepy-uppy play, there will be a goal. I'm almost partly disappointed, I suppose, that it did not happen. But mYinsanity survived that, so now they can thrive.
Twitch chat, if mYinsanity are going to stop the reign of KSM, they're going to need your support. Get loud in chat, and of course, feel free to go against it if you want KSM to come out with the dub here. Make it known as well. I think they're trying to make it known all on their own. That was a beautiful little setup there from KSM, but mYinsanity have got the juice. They can defend against them.
No second chances for mYinsanity. They lose a game. That's it. This particular qualifying cup is over. KSM will get the first spot with 24 points, up their total point total for the grand final event. And mYinsanity is still a respectable 16, but they want to get the number 1, the top. That's going to put them in such a good stead for the rest of the tournament. Only 2 qualifiers, so a number 1 spot almost guarantees your position amongst those top 4 on October 15th over at Hero Fest in Bern. So now, mYinsanity, try not to go mad by trying to reverse sweep KSM.
Kill. Downfield, that's up past one, but can't keep close enough to the ball. Kiva does get the save. Kenzo is lodged by Squixel. Oh, that's an unfortunate little touch, but Squixel will be able to say it off. It is KSM getting the first goal of game number 4.
You could see that it didn't credit it to Mino, although Mino challenged that ball. Felt in the end, it seemed like it went out of one of the mYinsanity players, but felt like Mino was the setter-upper for that pass. Something up in the air for Squixel to find it. And mYLOX making me nervous as well, taking his sweet time to make that save. The strong shot came in from Squixel. Got away across the field. mYinsanity, they know that if the things stay as they are, their opponent's just gonna take it, so players need to be up front, passes need to be solid. Which way can the ball go in the next couple seconds?
I think this is the start of a beautiful rivalry here, Jam, as of course we know 2 weeks time, 8th of October, we'll be going again with another qualifier. And then the 15th, well, that's the grand finals, isn't it? Mino taking it back to the corner. mYLOX will shut this one out, but was not ready for Squixel's touch there. Kill with Mino in front, looking to clear a path, looking to set it up for Squixel, but the woodwork gets in the way. Kill can't turn it around, and Kenzo will put it off to the side.
I love the little faking shot from Squixel, but it just showed how well KSM just position and bring themselves to the attack. Even if that initial shot was not threatening, there was always somebody on the follow-up. The first shot doesn't even have to be a goal. It just needs to have enough threat behind it to set up the upcoming player. Just needs to have enough threat to remove the goalies off the line, make them commit, and that's the danger of KSM. First shot, second shot, third shot, all as equally treacherous and dangerous. And that's how they try and survive the scene.
I like this question in Twitch chat. Is first place in the second qualifier or not? That's up to them. You know, they can come back and claim it all. And KSM are the type of team that will do exactly that, aren't they? They just want to dominate. They just want to decimate their opposition.
You could see Kill smothering the ball against the backboard, and it's a perfect drop for his teammate to collect. With a demo right there, Squixel, has he put it on target? Ah, the post. But Kill is already right there, putting on threat. Right now on the interception. Ooh, the positioning could be a bit awry for mYinsanity. They keep the ball on the other side of the field, but mYLOX, Rams are fighting once against each other. Threat has never gone away from KSM. They are not content with just 2. They are just never stopping until the final whistle, until the 0-0 on the clock, and the ball drops in.
The issue is that KSM are just, quite frankly, Super Saiyans. You beat them, and they power up even more. They get even stronger after that. And it's what we saw from last season, KSM taking it all undefeated. Sure, they took a couple of games here and there, but they, for a whole series, were perfect. And it's looking that way once again. 1 minute left to go. mYinsanity have got to pull a rabbit out of the hat. They have to perform magic to turn it around. Right now, it is still possible. Kenzo, the pop-up is great for Kiva. Back to Kenzo. But what
mYLOX.
a read. It doesn't matter. mYLOX with the mop and bucket will clean it up. 45 seconds to go. mYinsanity back in it.
What a read of a play from Kenzo. He knows that a direct shot just not going to give anything. He puts it on a curveball to his teammate to the flank. And then mYLOX comes in and cleans it up as well. Oh no, everybody's on rotation. Squixel with his best Cookser 97 impression just crosses out all that perfect effort from mYinsanity. That play was textbook. And this pinch was textbook as well.
They just weren't ready. Simple as. But it doesn't matter. Your opponent was ready. And thus they pulled it off. Kenzo, I thought we were going to get another quick kickoff goal and, you know, back to square one. Who knows? Kill looking for another goal. It's set up above net. Squixel to approach the pop over towards Kill. Kill will look for another pass, send it down. Actually pull themselves. That's nutty, but not going to be good enough to get a goal. 20 seconds left to go. Oh, Kiva's been beaten. Was a little bit too close. Squixel will chase up quickly. And time is ticking. It's running out for mYinsanity as Mino puts that towards center. Squixel into open space. Kenzo downfield into the corner. A little dislodged by Squixel's Kill. Will send this, and that is it. The job is done. Another goal, another one for the row. But KSM are your champions of the first qualifiers.
The reigning champions just put on another crown on their hat, or maybe another medal on their vest, and in this really deserved fashion. You could see the deadliness of their play, offense and defense. Mostly offense, it's really what has